me now? Who's gonna tear me down? Remember, this is my game. Yes, it is.
It's GGWP back at it again with another podcast.
Who the fuck's saying that? Where you at?
I'm right here. You don't see me? I'm
All
right
right. Now. Oh, fuck. Why do you have a sword?
How did you go outside? Did you just kill yourself?
Bro, the mini Shrek's chasing me with a sword.
I want to kill myself. Suicide is badass. My good intro? My intros suck. But I am Little Shrek with a knife, so I think that makes up for it.
Yeah. Quit putting me in a self-defense situation, Little Shrek, and do the intro.
GGWP in.
In? You just fucking dab?
No.
Oh my god.
That was the intro.
You have
GGWP.
these little autism hands. You're just twiddling your fingers and twitching and shit. Like you're like a 3-year-old. It's like, Dad, look what I could do. And now you look like you're jerking off, so oh god, demonetized. Son of a bitch. Alright. So just walk past this little son of a bitch. Today, we're going to be looking at a video that allegedly ranks every Overwatch 2 character in the beta from least to most fun. Probably biased and pandering. We're going to figure it out. And
So this is Overwatch 2.
2, yes. The second dose.
Here we go! Every single Overwatch 2 hero based off of how fun they are to play. I've been playing literally non-stop since I got beta access, and I've played every single hero for at least a few games. With that said, that still is a very small sample size, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. Also, I just want to make my biases clear. I am a DPS player, so naturally I'm going to have more DPS towards the top of the list. But spoiler alert, the tank role is just drastically more fun than it was in the original Overwatch, so there will be a bunch of tanks up there as well. The least fun hero in Overwatch 2, in my opinion, is Brigitte.
He's
in my
wrong.
opinion, Brig was already towards the very bottom of the
big
hero
disagree.
list as far as the original Overwatch goes.
I would
But
say
all the
Brig is an
heroes that were
S-tier
more
healer
boring to play
in
than
Overwatch.
Brig
Oh, yeah.
all
Oh,
got
yeah.
drastic rework.
Brig and
Sure, her
Lucio are the
current
best.
Shield bash does go a little bit
Less
further,
tanks
which
think
can
she
make for
gets
some
more
interesting
value.
interaction.
Oh, yeah.
Overall, I still have a feeling how you play current.
We play
Brig
Broly
is
as
Now,
just
she did
fuck.
lose. She did lose her
sit
stun,
by
so
your
I mean,
other support
yeah, I
and protect
guess
them at all costs. Which
better in
personally,
Overwatch
I mean,
1
if you're
if
into
she has
that
a
type
stun.
of gameplay, by all
But
means,
Overwatch 2
play
is so
Brigitte.
brawly.
But Overwatch 2
Yeah,
is such
she
an
fits into that
active
pretty well.
game, and there's just so many more interesting things.
Brig
that could be
plus
doing
Junker
than
Queen.
Sitting by my other support.
Facts.
At number 32 is going to be Symmetra. I don't know if it's just me.
I could
but
agree to
Symmetra
that.
feels out of place. in
Yeah,
Overwatch
yeah.
2. Her entire kit was built around the fact that she could charge up her beam off of shields. Shields also would reload her gun, so naturally, like, she was a good pick into like a double shield comp. What you would do in the
Now there's
original
no
Overwatch,
shields.
you would charge up your beam off of shields, and then you'd go all in on squishies, or you would just farm the shit out of tank. But in Overwatch 2, there's significantly less shields, and there's only one tank. And think about it, if the other team is on like Doomfist or something, how in the world are you supposed to charge your beam up? Like, to play current sim, you pretty much have to engage with 0 charge on your beam to try to duel another
Her
squishy.
teleporter
It's
looks
just
cool
not
now,
a
though.
good time, in my
Yeah, it's
opinion.
like
I was
glassy
honestly
or
assuming
some
they were
shit.
going to change
Black
something
ice.
drastic about her for Overwatch 2, but as of right now, she's really, really not fun to play. And number 31 is Torbjorn. Now, Torbjorn was one of my least favorite characters to play.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
And again, he has absolutely
He's
game.
not very fun,
unlike
but he's
Symmetra,
effective.
I
That's
actually
how I
think
would.
Torbjorn is
That's how
in
I
a
feel about
really,
it.
really good place. That's because in
Yeah.
Overwatch 2, you'll find a lot of times the other team just flanking, the other team,
Depending on who the
getting
other
behind you,
enemy
trying to
team
get
is
your
playing, your
point.
turret
And
can
what
be
does
super
Torbjorn
overpowered.
excel at? He excels at plopping a turret in your backline and, watch the flanks, watch the off angles. And so I actually think Torbjorn is in a pretty good place. Unfortunately, I just don't enjoy playing him. His gun isn't particularly fun to use. His ultimate's kind of boring to use as well. Like I said, if I was trying to go
He
all
isn't
in
like to
and
come?
win games, Torbjorn might
I
be
can
my
agree
pick.
that his
But as
gun
far
is
as right
not
now,
very
personally,
I
just
love the
don't
big
like him. At
cum.
number 30, and
Cum
this
is
might
fun.
be
We like
controversial,
cum.
I have Sombra. I am not super
Don't clip
impressed
that.
with her
Edit that
reworks,
out.
to be honest. I honestly think that while they were reworking Sombra, they were thinking more
Cut
of
that.
making
Cut that.
Sombra
Cut that.
more fun to play against.
Speaking of cut
than
that,
to
they could have
actually
fucking cut
play.
Sombra.
Her
I don't
hack
care
is
if they did
completely
rework.
wrong.
Yeah, maybe
And I
I'm just
love that
bad
for
with
the
her,
state of
but
Overwatch,
even
don't get
in
me
the
wrong. Like,
Overwatch
I'd
2,
much rather
not
get
good.
hacked by the current
I mean,
Sombra than the
I'm not at
Overwatch
least.
1
She
Sombra.
feels more
But
effective as a
personally, in the few
DPS
games that I
opposed
played
to
her, I
just
wasn't
utility
blown away
now,
with
in my
how fun she
opinion,
was.
but
take this choice
still
with a
not
grain of
very
salt,
fun,
because I
not
never
very
really
cool.
was that into playing Sombra. to be
Yeah.
honest. Next up on
Before
the
she was
list
just
is
like hacks and
Reinhardt. Reinhardt
EMPs.
has always been a hit or miss for people. Either you love playing the big German hammer man as you just like
I just
run
think there's a
down
lot better
people
tanks
and
right now than
absolutely
Reinhardt.
just
Reinhardt,
feel
in
like
my
a
opinion, is probably one of the
madman
worst
running it
tanks.
down mid. Or if
Not
you
that he's
like
bad,
that
just
and you
compared to the
didn't
other
enjoy
ones, I think
playing
they.
the
Yeah, I
original
love
Overwatch,
Ryan.
don't
I
think
just
any of
don't
his
think the
changes are
game
going to
plays
bring you
around
to
him
wanting
as
to
well
play
as
his
it did in
character. At the end of the
Overwatch
day,
1.
he has
Yeah.
some
You know, I'm a
nice
Ryan
changes,
playing
and the fact that he has,
motherfucker.
he
Like,
can
if
steer
he
his
fit,
charge,
I would
and now
do
he
it,
has 2
but he
fire
doesn't.
strikes. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think Reinhardt is getting overlooked a little bit. I think Reinhardt is actually really good right now. But for me, I personally prefer the FPS aspect of
Truly
Overwatch a lot
spoken
more.
like a
I prefer
DPS
shooting
main,
things,
idiot.
So just naturally, I have Reinhardt towards the
I think this
bottom.
guy
Main
needs
tank,
to touch some
Big
grass.
Daddy Hammer.
May no longer freezes enemies, and her entire kit.
I think May
Does
is
she
really
really
good.
not
Kind
freeze?
of built
No, she
off
doesn't. She
of
slows.
freezing the enemies, and then you would right-click them.
Her,
now to play
it's
the
more like a
current May, you
flamethrower
kinda have to
is
more
how it
rely
works. It
on your
slows
right
people.
click
Well,
rather than your
flamethrower
left
would
click. It still
feel
is
more
useful
fun.
for helping taking out the enemy's
Yeah.
tanks and stuff like that.
Now
But
her
of course,
ult
you
does
still
freeze,
have your
but
giant
her
Yeah.
secondary fire
although
doesn't.
the health is reduced on that, which is always a good tool for kind of.
I think
splitting
May
out
is
the
super
enemy
good to
team.
counter
Yeah, I'm
things like
somebody that
Tracer
did
and
love playing
Genji.
May in the original Overwatch.
She
She's
definitely
fine.
was.
She's even
And
I think
better.
she still is, even without the
Next
because
up
if the
is
freeze
Cassidy.
ray
I absolutely
does more
love
damage
the
too.
sound design
Oh, okay.
changes
So it's
in
damage
Overwatch
increase,
as a
but
whole,
no
and I
freeze.
really do like the way that Cassidy's gun sounds. I've always viewed Cass
Dude,
as
McCree
one
got
of, if not the very
big
Oh man,
downgraded, my
it's
opinion.
not
and none of
McCree.
his changes
It's
in
Cassidy.
Overwatch 2
Hey,
really do anything
you shut your
for
little
me.
fucking Shrek mouth.
Cassidy's magnetic grenades feel sort of weird, and I
You-
wouldn't be surprised if they do something to change.
Where?
Oh no, he's jerking off again.
Back to the
Oh
fight.
no,
As
he's
of
jerking
now, I
off
think
again.
I'm trying to grab my samurai sword out of my prison pocket. You hang on there, boy.
At number 26, we have Junkrat. So Junkrat's trap got a
Oh,
roll
God.
Talk shit. You talk shit to me, motherfucker.
plays, but the biggest setback
Jamie!
Junkrat got in
Jamie!
Overwatch 2
Cut
is
that!
there
Cut
are
that!
less tanks to farm. It's a lot harder
Talking
to
shit.
get your rip tire charged up.
It's
if you have to
2022.
rely on
Virtual
actual
assault
tanks.
is real
So
assault.
if you're like top level Junkrat, where you are very confident in your ability to duel squishies, you probably will enjoy.
Junkrat is
But if you're somebody that
pretty
gets
bad.
most of your Junkrat value from just spamming chokes and never,
I was
I wouldn't
about
say
to
he's
say
bad.
Junkrat was best at
and set
spamming
yourself
chokes and
up for these
busting
gigantic
shield.
plays,
And
Yeah.
without the
you will not
shield,
have a
you
fun
just don't
time
get as
kind
much
of playing in the
value,
back
my
of the
opinion.
Yeah,
Junkrat.
you have to be
Next up on
much
the
skillful
list
in
is
hitting
Hanzo.
those
Hanzo might be the
projectiles
single
on
biggest
smaller.
loser in
Hanzo
Overwatch
should be
2,
higher up
while
on this
making a
list for
change
fun.
from
Hanzo's
Overwatch 1
still
to
really
Overwatch
good.
2.
Oh,
Hanzo
yeah.
did get a small nerf to his storm arrows, but Hanzo used to thrive off of having the option of, sitting back and farming tanks. The common theme with Overwatch 2 is you will have to rely on dueling the enemy team's DPS a lot more as a DPS. And if you can't do that, then you're just going
is
to
true.
fall out of meta. And unless you're just absolutely cracked at Hanzo,
Well, that's
hitting
why
headshot
people
after
like
headshot,
Hanzo. It's
I
not
don't see how
about
It's the
farming
skill
up
shot.
dragons.
Just
It's
go
the
immediate to
1v1
instant carry.
potential
I
of
personally,
Hanzo.
in the few games that I played him, just wasn't having that great of a time playing Hanzo.
It's 'cause he
Number
sucks.
25, we have Mercy. Mercy might be the biggest winner. in
Mercy should be
40
lower
hours
on this
of
list.
Overwatch.
She got
Just
nerfed
because
into the
there's
ground.
less
She
tanks,
does
that
not
means
work
that
anymore.
long-range
Completely
DPS
useless.
that
I mean, she has
Mercy
ridiculous
offers is
movement
much
potential.
better in the meta.
get
What
really
does it mean for
easy
Mercy? Obviously,
well.
Mercy thrives in
I mean, she
just
just
that
doesn't do the
situation.
healing
Mercy's
output,
health
and she
is
has
going to
zero
regen a lot
damage
quicker in
capability. Her
Overwatch 2.
kit
So if you're a
doesn't
Mercy
do
main,
anything
probably
but
go
heal,
for
and it doesn't
Overwatch
even
1.
heal
You're going
more
to
than
fit
anyone
right
else.
in
So
Overwatch
Yeah, definitely. You see those kind of consequences.
Like, I can out heal Mercy on any other healer and get, like, damn near as much damage or utility from it between, like, nano, sleep, anti, you know?
His new right click has so much outplay potential though, and I'm really excited to see how it's going to be used. So you know the traditional combo for Winston is you jump in and when you're
I like.
land, you
I don't know what
melee
he's
around
talking
and
about,
kinda
but you know,
cancel
I
your
was
melee
day
with the
one of the
landing
beta. I was
animation, so
talking
that way
about
you're
the new
doing
monkey
big
combo
wombo
with the right
combo
click
to
jumping
whoever you're
on.
diving.
It's
But
good.
now you can also combine that with while you're mid-air, you right click somebody and then you land and hit him with the wombo combo, and then all of a sudden you can pretty much come close to taking out a squishy like Zenyatta or Ana in one burst. Obviously,
yeah, I need to practice that.
Skill to master, and in the few games that
I
played
already
Winston,
mastered
I
it.
didn't come anywhere close to even
Yeah.
landing one
Too
combo
easy.
like that.
And I
Yep.
ain't seen you play Winston ever in
a lot
Overwatch 2.
less fun to play
Everyone
than
else is
every
more
other
fun.
dive tank in
Like,
the
I
game.
can play
Particular
Winston, but there's
Doomfist,
never a
like I
reason
said,
to.
if you like playing old
I
Winston,
can play
you probably
Doom,
will
Junker
love
Queen, or fucking Orisa.
Next up on the list is Baptiste. I think Baptiste actually feels a lot better in Overwatch 2. That's because the core concept of Baptiste is sort of balancing his healing with his damage. But because there's less...
Isn't that Moira's whole identity?
Poke damage, you actually are
Facts.
free to go ahead and, you know, do damage yourself.
Bap
Overwatch
does
2
it
is
better.
going to increase the skill ceiling of support by 10.
Especially now that she
and
doesn't have her
Baptiste is
damage orb.
absolutely no exception. In fact, his skill ceiling might
Oh,
increase
yeah.
the highest out of any
Playing with your
There's
boy, the
always something
professional
that you
noob.
can be doing on
Oh,
Man,
God.
whether it's shooting
took him
with
to
your team,
Gapplebee's
hitting
on that
some
Moira.
ridiculous right
Showed him
click
what to
on
do.
somebody across
Shout
the
out to that
map
guy
and
for providing me with the
them. I
mic.
genuinely think that he's
But he
way
does
more
suck at
fun
video
in
games.
Overwatch 2.
Edit
Shout
that
out to
out,
that
Sid.
guy for giving me a quickie
Widowmaker-
behind the Wendy's
Widowmaker
last
might
year.
unironically be the best DPS.
Was it at least for a
The
4-piece
drawback to
nugget?
playing Widow in the original Overwatch was
You get him that
the
biggie bag?
shields that were at play. But now guess what? There's a lot less shields now. So if you're a good Widowmaker, you could literally just hop up on some ridiculous high ground.
Yeah, you've been playing Widow. It seems like you've been getting better, because you used to throw every fucking game I ever played with you by constantly picking Widow. But now you get some value out of it.
Yeah, she's fun in this. Low shields to block your shots.
There's literally nothing to hold you back from just having an absolute field day. With that said, her kit is relatively simple.
Now, Tracer and Genjis will get up on your shit. Fuck you up in this game.
I could see Tracer being more fun in Overwatch 2, because I do think Genji is, but I don't like Tracer a whole lot to begin with.
Yeah.
I want to, but it doesn't work out. Ever.
From the original Overwatch to this. Although one big change that I haven't heard anybody talk about is his accretion damage has been increased from...
Oh yeah, he can combo
Now, what does this
squishies
mean?
with
That
that
means
rock.
that Sigma's one-shot combo ability is back. Meaning if you rock
Sick.
somebody and then, you know, hit
I remember
them
when
with a
Sig
burst
first
and then
came
follow
out,
that
because
up
that's
with
when I
melee,
started
you
playing
effectively
Overwatch.
one-shot any
Sig
Mhm.
had just come out.
That means that you
Oh,
can
yeah.
And he
have
had that
ridiculous
combo
moments
then.
on Sigma where you kill like literally half the other team. It goes to show just how off the balancing was in the original Overwatch, that Sigma can just get a couple changes while all the other
If
teams are
everything's
getting completely
overpowered,
reworked
nothing's
with these
overpowered.
crazy
Changed my
abilities,
mind.
Sigma still might be one of, if
Modern
not the
Warfare
best
2.
tank in the game. At 19 is Roadhog. Now, I personally think that Roadhog is easily the worst tank in Overwatch 2. He
Hey,
provides-
hating
How do you
on my
feel
boy.
about that,
Comparison to
Roadhog
every
main?
single
Hating on my
hero.
boy.
So yes, that means
Um,
in the future we're still
He's
going
just
to
really
be
big, and he doesn't
asking
have
about
any
Roadhog's
movement
ability
abilities or any
to
damage
swap.
absorption
But
or
obviously there's a
reducing
reason why
abilities
everybody
besides
loves
this.
Yeah, he doesn't do a
Roadhog,
whole
and
lot
that's
for
because
his
he's really
team
fun to
anymore.
play. It's really
No,
fun to
no.
just go
I
off
think
on some
honestly,
ridiculous
instead of
swing,
Breather,
kinda
they
just
should
go
give
for
him
hooks
some
and try to
sort of
kill
like,
half the other team, even
I
though
don't know,
half the time
damage
you're probably not
absorption.
going to succeed.
I think his
Use
heal
a
should
hook
give
or
him like a
something?
speed boost or something.
Imagine if he could like Orisa absorb damage and then throw a flaming hook that does like an extra 50 damage on impact, so you could combo thicker stuff. I think that would be cool.
And it
Yeah, he
still
needs a little
does to an
something extra.
extent, but at least it's a lot less. I don't know. Like I said, I think Roadhog's in a really bad state as of, you know, first patch of the beta.
I don't think Roadhog could ever really main tank even in Overwatch 1, so you definitely can't do it in Overwatch 2.
Remember, like, I don't know, what was it, like 8 months ago when they made Reaper's shotguns be a lot more precise, meaning you can better long-range dual squishies? Well, that's going to come into play a lot into Overwatch 2.
Reaper's really good. I love
Two
playing
games that
Reaper in
I played
Overwatch
Reaper,
2.
I was genuinely
Hell yeah.
surprised by just how much fun I was having. If you can balance when to go in based off of what cooldowns the other team has, dude, you could literally farm the entire other team every single fight on Reaper. At least, you know, in this quick
Teleport in the back line. Wraith
Believe
out.
me, I know.
Really, really
We
strong
got a
right now. I wouldn't be
5-man fucking fucking
surprised that
Nano
we see
Blossom,
him
like,
in
second game
Overwatch
of the
League
beta.
next week whenever that starts
It was
up.
sick.
Next up is Ash. I could say a lot of the same things about Ash.
I think Ash
as about
sucks.
Widowmaker, and that's
Now, this is not
not
who's good, it's who's the most
that
fun to
like
play from this guy's
offense
opinion,
roles
right?
and,
Yeah.
shooting down on the enemy
I guess she
team
could be
are
fun,
going
but I
to
don't
be
think she's
very,
good
very
here.
I don't
strong
think
in
Ash
Overwatch
is
2. I
super
don't
fun
see a
personally.
world
I
in
liked her a
which
lot when
Ash
she first
going
came
on
out,
some off angle
but
with a mercy pocket
Yeah.
isn't
she doesn't
just
do
ridiculously
anything
strong
as
coming
well,
into
in my
Overwatch
opinion.
2.
Like this guy's saying right now,
Overwatch
you
2
pretty much
is
have to have
really
the
not
mercy
that big of a
pocket
deal,
to
and I think
do
she kinda
good
belongs
damage.
towards the middle of the pack as far as
I guess you might have some
how
good
to play.
fire
Next up
potential
is
since no one has a
Wrecking
shield to
Ball.
block
Wrecking
it,
Ball
but
is a hero that requires you to play him for, hundreds and hundreds of hours just to not suck at him. And
Facts.
personally, I haven't put that time in, so I'm pretty god-awful at it. With that said, the core principle of Wrecking Ball is, going up and contesting those hit scan on the high ground, or disrupting the enemy team's backline. So I think, in theory, he should be good in Overwatch 2, but I'm concerned that he's just not as good as some of the other dive tanks. I just feel like it's easier to get value on something like D.Va or, the new Doomfist than it is
I don't
Wrecking
know.
Ball. But I guess
Not
we'll
after
see.
the
Putting
Doomfist
how
nerf,
good
I
I've
don't
seen
wanna
some
see it.
insane balls in
If you
Overwatch
like
2,
fast-moving
Oh,
tanks
yeah.
with
and
insane
like dog
skill
shit
ceilings, then you're gonna have a
Doomfists,
lot
so
of
I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
that that
and number
checks out.
15 is D.Va. D.Va did not get that many changes in Overwatch 2. Some slight quality of life. I think she got, 50 HP more? But I don't think she really needed anything more than that. Like, she's still going to be one of the better tanks, in my personal opinion. The outplay potential
I think your
of
opinion is
Defense
dog shit.
Matrix has always been one of the most fun things in Overwatch as a whole. In fact, the part of her kit, the Defense Matrix, has literally been the groundwork for all of these reworks that we've seen. Sig Eat is, very similar to Defense Matrix. The Orisa Javelin Spin is sort of a new D.Va Eat. So D.Va is almost like the founding father of this new style of tank, and I think that's why she just fits so perfectly into Overwatch 2. And
I think her D.Va bomb is a lot harder to hit in these maps where there's so many areas and corridors.
Yeah, there's
and
lots of
high.
like 90-degree turns and like U-turns and shit.
And this Overwatch 2 is a lot more based around the movement, fast pace.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are just easier for them to get out of the way.
By your teammates in Overwatch 1. But I think the best way to play current Moira is to do just that. Moira is really, really good at taking duels with almost the entire cast. And with her new Fade ability that pretty much lets her get to high grounds for free, I could only imagine
New Fade
how
ability?
much outplay
Yeah, this
potential
video is
she
like
could
2 months
have
old.
going into
Oh.
Overwatch.
So he doesn't
Honestly,
know
she
about the
might be
Moira
one of the more annoying
rework.
characters to deal with in the lower ranks. And number 13 is Bastion, another huge winner.
Dude,
love
Are you
Bastion's
kidding
really,
me?
this
I would
guy,
put
yeah.
Bastion way down on the list.
Oh yeah,
He's
he'd be
much
right there
less
next to
fun for me.
Junkrat.
He was a one-trick pony before, but like you could get good at that trick and shred so fucking hard on like short flanks. with
Like
good
it's
aim.
not his hitbox is just too big.
Yeah.
It's so easy for every
His
character.
primary rate of fire is too slow now.
Does more damage though, don't it?
Yeah, but it's so slow.
You can do with this new Bastion grenade. I'm genuinely excited to see where the future of this hero goes. On top of that, his ult feels just insanely broken right now. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like it does.
It's just
Yeah, that's
dude.
just
It's
you,
just
fam.
you. Yeah.
That's just you, buddy.
Just this guy.
While you're in the ultimate, you're actually completely vulnerable, similar to how like Junkrat is vulnerable while he's using Riptide. But yeah, honestly, I'm so pleasantly surprised with the Bastion rework. Like, I wish they would have did this like years
Isn't
ago.
everybody
Number 12,
vulnerable
you
all
have
the time
Zenyatta.
if they're not
As a
ready to
DPS
protect
player on
themselves?
support, you love playing Zenyatta. You sit in the back, you discord the other team, and you hit difficult to hit skill shots.
Zen
Zenyatta
did get
always
way
had
more
a
fun in
really,
Overwatch
Oh
really
yeah,
good
that kick.
feeling,
The
but
That's
kick
all,
is
that's
so
all they
good.
added was the kick, really. That's all it took.
Well, the game, like the design of the game, better fits him. I've been playing a shitload of Zen.
Oh yeah, he'd be the healer I would play.
He works well too.
Almost 10 out
I
of
get
10 times.
I get like gold heals and silver damage every game. He's good.
I don't see him being played at all in lower ranks. Maybe that's just me, but I don't
Excuse
see
me?
how he'll work if you're not.
Oh, I can't speak to that. I'm not in lower ranks. I have no idea, but
with Zenyatta is a ton of fun. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets some sort of.
I know at the top
but
one where I
as of
sit
right
when I
now,
game,
Zen's
Zenyatta's
always
played there a
historically
lot.
Been one of my favorite heroes, so that's why he comes in so high on this list. Number 11 is Ana, similar to Zenyatta, very squishy character. She's obviously a little bit.
Ana
less
does
squishy
not
than
feel
Zen,
better
but
in
playing
Overwatch
Ana
2
in
than
5v5
Overwatch 1.
Feels like an entirely different beast.
Yeah.
If you're somebody that played Ana before, you
I
just
think the
have
only
to
benefit she
imagine
has
how
here is that
kills
she
and
can
hits
not use her nade on herself and just take cover and heal.
That is not how you play Ana whatsoever. How you play Ana now is you try to go for little off angles, little flanks. You need to try to land your
Flanking Ana.
Flank Ana?
This guy's a retard.
Flank Ana?
If I see my Ana flanking, I'm gonna lose my shit.
It's all up to you of whether you live or not. You need to take cover. You need
Now, I haven't hit a woman in 2022. But
there's not always going to be a time where someone on your team needs heal.
Is this a woman?
Sometimes it is better to, be shooting the Pharah or helping deal
my
with
little
the other
buttery
teams.
fist
So
is
Ana
melting
is
with
going to be
rage.
very, very hard to play in Overwatch 2, but honestly, that just makes it more fun. The harder something is, the higher the skill ceiling. In my opinion, that creates just for a fantastic video game experience, and I'm really excited to play a lot of Ana in this game. And number 10 is going to be Pharah. If you enjoy extremely mobile heroes,
Pharah's pretty much incredible, but she doesn't feel any different from Overwatch 1, so...
any changes for Overwatch 2,
Yeah.
at least as of yet, and I'm kind of questioning how she'll play versus a really good hit scan. I'm not really too sure about the balance of everything.
I think she's a little bit more difficult to play because there's a lot more characters who are utilizing movement abilities, so the direct impact rockets are a little bit harder to hit.
Yeah.
Everybody's moving around a lot.
To be the one to go and contest the high ground now and win some duels using your movement abilities. Just a side note, out of all the audio changes in the game, I think I dislike Pharah's the most. Shooting the rocket now just seems so weak sounding. I don't know if that's just me, but let me know if you agree or disagree. At number 9 is Orisa.
Disagree.
It's insane to see that
Let him know.
he managed to make the most boring
Or her know,
hero
whatever
in the
this is.
game to a top 10 most fun heroes to play. I love everything about the rework. Her new form, she just has a ridiculous
Orisa
amount
is
of
fun.
utility. I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah.
it is about
Orisa's
throwing
strong
that
as
energy
fuck.
javelin, but it's one of the most fun abilities to use in the entire video game at this point. It essentially has the effect of a Doomfist punch, but if you threw it, meaning you can literally land it on somebody across the entire map and boop them off the map. I can't wait to see some ridiculous highlight reel of somebody javeling a Pharah out of the sky or something like that. But yeah, if you're somebody who enjoys tank more, honestly, you might think Orisa is the most fun.
Didn't even
hero.
mention the damage
But for me,
absorption
she comes in here
spinny
at number
thing.
9. Number 8 is Echo. I've always had a
Yeah,
lot of
her
respect for Echo.
survivability is
Literally,
insane
since she
with
came
all
out,
of her
I've always
cooldowns.
really enjoyed her. I don't think she's quite as good.
Echo was getting a lot of
She
play
can't really
for
rely
Overwatch
on
League.
farming her ultimate off tank.
Almost every
Obviously,
game.
her ultimate thrives
Well, I mean, it's just because you
Echo
can pick
Tracer.
whatever
One
ult
change
you
that
want.
might not have seen in the entire list of
I like
Overwatch
Echo.
games is
I
that
just
the
don't
most
like her
amount of
ult
health
as
you
much.
can have
Yeah,
as
she
a
got kind of
single
nerfed. You don't get all the tank
so in
health
my
when you
opinion,
dupe a tank.
The less tanks, as well as
Whack.
the only
Yeah.
300 HP that you could have, is a massive nerf to duplicate. I guess we'll have to see, but her whole playstyle is just exceptionally fun. The only thing is now you're obviously going to have to rely on taking duels with the enemy's DPS more rather than farming tanks. But if you enjoyed Echo before, you're going to like her now. And number 7 is Soldier 76, one of, if not the single best.
I would
DPS
not
in the
put
game
him
right now.
high on
Soldier
this list. He
76
didn't
Well,
become more
absolutely
fun.
thrives in the
I think when this was made, he was the best DPS in the game.
But he didn't become more fun, in Overwatch 2. Like, Orisa, yes.
Yeah, if we're talking about the fun aspect, yeah, I wouldn't say so.
Another change that you might not have seen.
I think he got better in Overwatch 2, but yeah, he didn't get more fun
Long
to play.
story short, characters that have fully auto guns and stuff like that are actually going to be able to have a fair chance versus armor now. So it's just another reason why Soldier is good, and I've really been enjoying playing him. At number 6 is Zarya. Zarya historically has.
Oh, Zarya is a lot of fun to play now. I'm selfish with them bubbles. Fuck you guys.
I haven't really done it because every time there's a Zarya on my team, they piss me off.
Use them bubbles on yourself.
So then I just don't do it because, yeah, I would want to bubble my team.
Like, I'm imagining a
But-
Zarya and a Reaper duoing, and just as the Reaper's about to die, you bubble him. And let's say he gets healed up, and then you bubble him again, and all of a sudden you're full charge. You just enabled the shit out of your Reaper, and by that point you just completely obliterated the other team. Another thing that hasn't been talked about is Graviton Surge in a 5v5 scenario is almost overpowered. If you grab their backline and kill
It lasts
two with a
less
grab,
amount of time,
that's
though.
basically fight over in Overwatch 2. I think Grav might actually just be the best ultimate in the game.
What is
If
this?
not, it's definitely up there. As far as how good Zarya
Noted.
is, she might not be
What,
one of
Grav
the
is the best
things,
ultimate in the
but for me, she's
game?
a lot of fun.
No, his movement to get to high ground with Zarya right there.
Lucio's going to be absolutely
Ah.
insane to watch, too. I can't think of a scenario.
You didn't
where
know about
have
that?
a Zarya or
No,
Reinhardt
bro, you didn't
team
know about
and
that.
You wouldn't want a Lucio as well.
Man, I knew she could
I
jump.
can't
I
believe
know
I
you
didn't
could.
know about
Put
that.
them in
Okay,
situations
Oh,
that you
gaming.
want to be in. On top
Don't
of
make me
that,
pull
the
this knife
support
out again.
role as a whole all have passive regen now. So that means that Lucio is actually very survivable. In Overwatch 2, survivability
Don't
is
play with me,
everything,
boy.
But not only is
Butter.
Lucio one of the best supports in the game, I also
Keep your
just
little
think he's
donkey dick
ridiculously
smelling ass over
If
there.
you're somebody who loves to just
It's
go
fitting
all
that you picked a
in on
butter
the team
character.
backline
It's your
as
butt
Lucio, you're
at
going to
Overwatch.
love playing him in Overwatch 2, and I think he's one of the biggest winners in the support.
It's
role.
funny
that
that you
means
picked an
ass.
ogre
Is Sojourn. Everybody
because,
loves playing
like
a new
an
hero.
ogre,
As soon as
you
say
have
new
many
hero, you're like,
layers
"Oh, this is the
of
most fun
sucking
hero in the
fat
game. I
dick on
absolutely love her.
Widowmaker.
I'm gonna main Sojourn."
This is
But
my
I'm
swamp,
Many, many
motherfucker.
layers.
And I
My
still
swamp,
think
motherfucker.
Sojourn is so fun to play. The outplay potential of her shift.
You're butter, you can't handle this heat.
Slide into the jump. That quick burst of movement is something that
I'll put
not
you in my
all
butter
players
ass.
have. I like
Let you
difficult to play
suffocate. How about
characters,
that?
and I think
I'll eat
Sojourn
all
is
that. I'll eat all the
top
butter ass. I'll eat it
three
all.
characters.
We'll have no
God.
more butter ass left.
Mastering her
Oh, God.
projectile primary fire is not going to be easy at first for a lot of people. On top of that, you've been shooting a projectile and all of a sudden you have to flick and shoot a hit scan railgun shot. The skill ceiling on Sojourn is just ridiculous.
That's my bitch.
And personally, every time
One
I
of
play her, I
'em.
just want to play more and more and more. She's been so fun for this first couple days. And number 3 is the new Doomfist rework. Hear me out. The new Doomfist is more fun to play than the old Doomfist.
That's not
His
true.
movement is
Don't get me
ridiculous.
wrong,
You
I
can
still
do
enjoy
all the
Doom a
old
lot, but I
diags you
definitely
could before
preferred
with Doomfist
Overwatch
Punch,
1
and then
Doom.
combine that with
Yeah,
a slam
I would
that
agree with
takes
that.
you
He's still
across
fun to
the
play.
entire
He's
The
still very fun to
lethality
play.
of
There's going to
Doom
be
was
a
what
learning
made him
curve
so
for
good.
using your shift to charge up your punch in just the right
It's like
moment
everyone's
so that you
playing
can
Call of
go
Duty
all
and you're
in
playing
just
Street
stun the
Fighter.
entire
I love
enemy
going
team.
for the
I see some clips
environmentals
on
with the
Twitter that
charged
made
up
me
punch.
question everything.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was very skeptical once I read the Doomfist reworks, like, what was that, a couple weeks ago at this point? But after playing him, I don't think they could have.
I think he needs like one or two more shots
into
into this gun.
Tank in the game. Like, they made him so good.
That or
I could
more
definitely
punch
see
damage,
a nerf here
my
or there
opinion.
coming in the near future. And number 2 is Tracer. Tracer's always been fun. There's not really much to say about her here. She's the hardest hero in the entire game. Playing Tracer in Overwatch, I said this in my other video, is like playing no other FPS in the entire world. She is a one-of-a-kind character. She didn't really get any changes. She actually does 1 less damage per shot, but that's only because she would be
I feel like
utterly insane
the only
in
person he
binding
hasn't
time.
mentioned
And
now
she
is
honestly
Genji.
probably still is, even with, you know, the one it was never the move to farm tanks on Tracer anyways. So when you remove a tank from
Yeah,
the game, it
perhaps.
just puts her in a better position than she already was. And at number 1, the most fun character to play in Overwatch 2 is Genji. He was the most fun character to play in the original Overwatch. The fluidity of his movement, the ability
very
to
fun,
take out
but
the entire
I
enemy
skill
team
skill
with
scene
Dragon
them.
I like him a
Dash
lot more in
resetting
Overwatch
through the
2,
entire
so I
team
could
until
agree
you
to that.
take out every
Yeah,
single
I don't know if
I-
he's the most fun character in the game though.
Genji
My
can
top 5 would
survive
be
in the
very
Overwatch
different,
2
though.
environment. There's
Like,
a lot
you
less
know.
annoying things for him to deal with.
I guess
Genji
the
was
characters
very,
that got
very bad at
updated
triple
to be
shield.
more
The
fun
more
really
squishies
stand
on the
out
map,
to
the
me,
better for
like
Genji.
Orisa
It's very similar to Tracer in that way.
and
I don't think
Zen.
he's
Yeah,
really as
yeah.
strong as Tracer as of right now, but I think for me, he'll always
Zen's
be the
definitely the most
character
fun
in Overwatch.
to play
Let me know,
healer.
what do you guys think?
What's the most fun to play tank? Junker Queen's pretty fun, but she's not in this.
Yeah, no, I would put Junker Queen pretty high up there. I had a
Bro,
good
you
time
look
with her.
slumped, boy.
I'm melted.
Yeah, you look a little melted, boy. You all right?
I'm melted. Leave me alone.
Damn. You look more like an eraser.
You look like an eraser. Got to squat down for the thumbnail. Get your little green ass over here.
Bro, where the fuck are you at?
What do you mean, where am I at?
Where did you go?
I'm right here. Where are you at?
I'm down here.
I see you. Do you not see me?
I was inside. I was no clipping into your body, so you disappeared.
Go ahead and jump up on the table.
Forget my knife. There we go.
You posing for the
We're
thumbnail?
posing.
Hell yeah.
All right.
That's what I like to see.
What would be
So-
your most fun to play tank?
Most fun to play tank. I honestly most fun probably Junker Queen. I really enjoy playing her. What are you thinking?
Junker Queen is fun. I really enjoy Sigma personally. I've been playing a lot more Sigma. I think Sigma's really
I
fun.
haven't played
Trying to
Sigma
hit
in
that combo.
Overwatch 2. I just haven't.
He feels
done it,
really strong. Also, being one of the few tanks that doesn't have that does have shields.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Zarya's really fun to play too, which you haven't played her yet. We gotta play some Overwatch 2, man. You gotta get on some of these tanks. You need some trigger time behind them.
Yeah, I've just been playing the people that were new and interesting. Like I've played a lot of Orisa, Doom, and Junker Queen for the most part on tank. What you thinking on healers? Because I know you don't play heals a whole lot.
Zen. There's no shit. Keep pulling that knife out. There's no question about that. It's Zenyatta.
I like the hand movements with it. They really sold it. Let me know.
No question.
Yeah,
put them bear guns away.
God, dude, I'm so quick to the draw.
I will cut you. I will slice a piece of you off and spread you on toast with this motherfucker.
Just get someone else joins. It's a giant piece of bread and a butter knife and walks up here. Just scream and run out, jump off the patio. Yeah, I'm enjoying support. I mean, God, the first beta felt so shitty. I was so disappointed. I thought this game was going to be a pile of shit. Second beta, I've much more so enjoyed the entire thing, even when we lose, I've had a lot more fun with it as of recent than I was in the first beta. I didn't even want to play the game anymore in the first beta. You rubbing your little tum-tum?
Oh, yeah, I'm listening.
You got a little stomach ache?
Why is Overwatch 2 so bad?
Because it's made by Activision Blizzard. Next question.
Why is Overwatch 2 so good?
Because it's Overwatch. Next question.
Favorite Overwatch 2 character?
Fuck. Zenyatta or Genji?
Omnics are humanoid characters.
Humans. Fuck
so
them.
In Overwatch lore, there's a freaking race war going on against Omnics, man.
Fuck them, dude. Fuck them robots. I don't give a fuck.
You like Zarya?
100%. 100%.
Baddest biddy in Overwatch.
Ooh, shit.
Who the baddest?
Beach Torb.
Where are you so I can look at you threateningly?
Beach Torb with special consideration for Toes Out Farah, as well as
Abs
34
McCree.
Mercy. Whoa. His name is Cassidy.
Oh, man, I slipped up. I'm sorry.
That was a hate crime.
I slipped up.
You just go kill yourself?
I don't deserve to live.
All right. Well, with that being said, nice little first attempt VR podcast. Our brains are so massive and expansive that we had this idea and wanted to kind of try it out. And, gonna improve on it, but, you gotta fail fast to innovate. Remember that, kids. You want to grow up and be Elon Musk? You want to fuck weird alien women singers? Have a bunch of money? Troll Twitter? Do all that other great stuff? Fail fast to innovate. You remember that. Do you think that you'll do better or worse hitting the outro inside of virtual reality?
Well, I don't have a mouth that moves. I just have sound that comes out. So.
Well, before there was no visual component at all, and you managed to fuck it up like 3/5 of the time. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I'm not upset at you for fucking it up, but you do be fucking up. Fucking Shrek.
Don't fuck with me.
Get your donkey breath ass over there before I pick you up, start squishing you.
We need to make fans so we can have them in VR chat.
Oh, yeah. Make some sort of little prison room with a two-way mirror where they can watch.
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea.
You let the boy watch.
Oh, no.
All right. For real this time. My headset's gonna die. You got anything else to tell the good people? about the VR experience, about Overwatch, about the podcast, about
Oh.
the war in Crimea.
Yeah. The Oculus Quest 2 is on sale for Prime Day, so buy it.
Prime Day's over. Try again.
All right, go back in time, invent a time machine, go back in time, buy the Oculus Quest 2 on Prime Day at a discounted price, and try it out. VR chat is free.
And then hit us up in the comment section, and we'll send you an invite.
Yeah,
so we can all get drunk in here.
Sounds like a great time.
Remember, kids, the first rule of firearm safety is to always have fun. There we go. I feel good about that.
Who's gonna stop me now? Who's gonna tear me down? Remember, this is my game. Yes, it is.
Facts. Make sure it's loaded.